Claude Speed. Claude Speed is the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto 2 and appears as a silent criminal whose story is told through the game's missions and gang conflicts. Unlike many later GTA protagonists, he has almost no established personality or dialogue. His main role is to navigate the futuristic city of Anywhere City while working for different criminal organizations. GTA 2 was one of the last games in the series to use a top-down perspective, so Claude Speed is much less developed as a character than the protagonists who came later. Tony Cipriani. Tony Cipriani is the main character of Grand Theft Auto: Liberty City Stories. He is a member of the Leone crime family and works directly for its leader, Salvatore Leone. Tony returns to Liberty City after spending time away and gradually becomes one of Salvatore's most trusted men. His story takes place before the events of GTA 3, showing how the Leone family and several important characters reach the positions they have in that game. Tony is especially known for his loyalty to the Leone family and his willingness to carry out increasingly dangerous jobs. Victor Vance. Victor Vance is the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. He begins the game as a soldier stationed at a military base in Vice City, but after being drawn into criminal activities, his life changes completely. Victor eventually becomes involved in drug trafficking, property development, and conflicts with several criminal groups. His story takes place in 1984, 2 years before GTA Vice City, and gives a different look at the city before Tommy Vercetti arrives. Victor is also the brother of Lance Vance, who later becomes an important character in Vice City. Tommy Vercetti. Tommy Vercetti is the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. He is a former member of the Forelli crime family who is sent to Vice City to establish a business operation. After a drug deal goes wrong, Tommy begins building his own criminal empire instead of simply working for the Forellis. Throughout the story, he takes control of businesses, forms alliances, and eliminates rival gangs and criminals. Tommy stands out because he is one of the first GTA protagonists with a strong, clearly defined personality and a major focus on building an empire. Carl Johnson. Carl Johnson, usually known as CJ, is the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. He returns to Los Santos after learning that his mother has been murdered and becomes involved with his old gang, the Grove Street families. His story eventually takes him far beyond Los Santos, including San Fierro and Las Venturas. CJ becomes involved in gang warfare, illegal businesses, street racing, aircraft, and casino-related operations. His journey is one of the largest in the series, covering several cities and showing how he changes from someone trying to help his family into a powerful criminal figure. Claude. Claude is the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto 3. He is a silent criminal who arrives in Liberty City after being betrayed during a bank robbery. After surviving the attack, Claude begins working for various criminals while gradually building his reputation throughout the city. His lack of dialogue makes him very different from later protagonists, leaving much of his personality open to interpretation. Claude eventually becomes involved with the Leone family, the Yakuza, and several other criminal organizations before taking revenge on the people responsible for his betrayal. Mike. Mike is the main protagonist of Grand Theft Auto Advance. He is a criminal working alongside his friend Vinny in Liberty City. After Vinny is apparently killed, Mike begins investigating what happened and becomes involved with several criminal organizations. The game was released for the Game Boy Advance and was designed around a top-down perspective similar to the earliest GTA games. Mike is therefore one of the lesser-known protagonists in the series, but his story is still connected to the wider Liberty City setting. Niko Bellic. Niko Bellic is the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto 4. He travels from Eastern Europe to Liberty City after being encouraged by his cousin Roman, who claims to have built a successful life there. Niko soon discovers that Roman's stories were greatly exaggerated and becomes involved in criminal work to survive. He is searching for a better life while also trying to find a person connected to his past. Niko is more serious and restrained than many earlier protagonists, and much of his story focuses on the consequences of violence, loyalty, and the choices he has made. Johnny Klebitz. Johnny Klebitz is the protagonist of Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost and Damned. He is the vice president of the Lost Motorcycle Club and becomes its acting leader while the club's president, Billy Gray, is in rehabilitation. Johnny tries to keep the gang together while dealing with rival groups, internal disagreements,